So this is the back seat dog cover. So this is what it looks like and how large it is. So this will fit in most vehicles, SUVs, cars, trucks. It does fit in a larger vehicle that has more room for a rear seat. So if you do have like a coupe, it could also fit in that as well. This one, installation is very easy. You definitely do not need any tools. This material is really great. It's 600p nylon material. It's waterproof as well, as you can tell. And on the back, it actually has non-slip material right there. So once you set it up in the back of your seats, your animal that's sitting in the back, a dog for example, will not be sliding left to right when you're turning those corners and you're driving in the vehicle. So it has a nice non-slip material on the back. And the most favorite part about this is because it collects spills. So of course, if your animal, your dog was to have an accident like pee, it'll actually collect it in here. And then of course, this is waterproof, so you can clean it super simple and super easy. If you had a hose, you could hose it down. It is machine washable as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to install it in the back seats. And as I mentioned, no tools are needed. So I'll show you guys how super simple and how easy it is for one person like myself to go ahead and set it up. So before I set it up, let me explain to you, because there are some clips. We have two clips here that are going to go on the front headrest of the vehicle, driver and passenger. And then of course you do have two clips down there at the bottom that are going to go on the rear seats as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this real quick. So what you're going to do is just put the seat cover in, and you're going to lay it flat like a blanket. You have one side that's going to be pushed down there, and then we're going to go ahead and flatten this side right here. So you're going to take the clip, and the coolest thing about this one as well, the clips are adjustable. So as I mentioned, just like the back seat organizer, you can tighten it to your desired fit. So we're going to leave it on just like that to start. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the other side as well. There you go. So there you go. Two sides are done. So you see a flap here. We're going to flap it down so it's going to protect the sides of your vehicle. Also the door panel as well. So same thing for the other side. You got the clips. We're going to go ahead and attach it to Yes, in the back. We don't want to miss out on that feature. The two handles on the back right there. It's right there. I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, so we're going to reverse it. The other way. So this goes to the back.
Oh no, because this right here, you got to pull it down for the passenger.
Oh, is it?
To sit, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right, yes.
So these ones right here, I believe this does go into the seat belt to hold it together.
Yeah.
So we won't do that now because we're not going to be driving. So let's put this ones up first, and then we'll show them if we were to have a rear passenger, how would they be able to sit. Let me just show you real quick. Okay. So with the rear seats here, the headrest actually, you're going to go ahead and just clip it in. There you go. There's one side. And then, like I said, you can adjust the strap so that it can fit perfectly. I'll do the other side and then we'll fix it up. Here we go. Perfect. So this is how it would be sitting. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to adjust this one so that we can have it sit a little bit flat. And like I said, it's to each their own, depending on how big or how small your dog may be. You want to make sure that you adjust it so that they can sit down and feel comfortable as well. So this is how the final product will end, like this. And then of course you just have your dog in here. But let's say you don't like, because when you close the door, I'll show you real quick, you still have all of this exposed so that your dog can actually jump and still scratch and ruin the interior. So if you don't want it like that, we're going to go ahead and create a hammock style of this back seat. So there's two zippers, one that goes up and then one that goes the other way. What you're going to go ahead and do, zip it up. So it creates a nice little hammock area for your dog. So when I close this door, you'll see that it's actually going to be protecting the interior of your vehicle. And of course, if you have your window down and your dog wants to jump up, it's not going to ruin this part because this is actually going to be covering it. So let me close the door so you guys can get a better understanding on how the hammock style works. And then I'll go ahead and bring Autajay in here as well. Okay, so if you were to have a dog in here, sit. That's how it would look. No, stay, Audie. Doesn't that look comfy? And then on the other side, you are protected. You want to come over here? So you are protected on this side so that the dog, if it does have an accident, like it does a little pee or poo, it's actually collected right in these little pockets. And I really like this material because it collects hair, water, dirt, and especially when you have your animals out and they're getting dirty, it'll collect all of that without making your interior of the car so messy. Trust me, I wish I had this before because there's been many times I've gone on hikes with my dog. He is so dirty and wet, you don't even know what to do. You try to towel him down. So at least with this, it'll collect all of that dirtiness, that liquid, the mud, all in here. And then it's so easy. You just unstrap it, water it down, and then it's good as new. It's beautiful. So that is the dog car seat. Okay, now let's say you want to have someone in the back seat. Let's say you may have a toddler or a friend that wants to sit in the back seat, but they don't want to sit in the dog back seat. So the coolest thing about this, as we were showing you guys earlier, come over here. Okay, sit. We'll go ahead and unzip these real quick. So let's say you have a friend coming, they don't want to sit on the dog seats. And of course, once that is down, it's actually going to be protecting the bottom part of the seat. We have a zipper right here. You go ahead and unzip that right here. We're going to unclip that for them. Take that out. And then of course, we unclip this side as well. So what we could do is if there was a baby seat, you could put a baby seat in here. They could still use the seat belts. And then of course, if you have a friend, you could just go ahead and just fold this area up as is. Fold it. And then of course, the dog has their side while your passenger can also sit comfortably as well. So of course, your back seat is still going to be covered. Because what you could do is Autajay could have his own little hammock area, as is. And then, of course, your passenger can be sitting comfortably as well. So there you go. Super simple and super easy. And of course, as we mentioned, there's no tools that are needed for this. It's so simple of an installation. Like I said, I was able to do it on my own. Takes maybe about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how how sturdy you want this to be. Audiger is only about 11 pounds. So this is pretty big for him. But I will tell you, if we were going to have this in our SUV, it would probably save us. And I would prefer this because at the end of the day, your dog can actually sit and be comfortable without having to be confined into a dog carrier bag or anything like that. So this is actually easier for me.
And it also goes to the trunk, right?
Oh yeah, that is correct. So with the trunk space as well, you can actually set it up in the trunk just exactly how you would set it up in the rear. So if you do not want your dog to be sitting in the rear seats, what you would do is you would use the straps that you would put on for the front seats, you would put them onto the back, and then the bottom part would hang, and it would be the exact same thing, so it would actually be protecting your trunk as well. So it's very multi-purpose and universal that you can use it, and I really like it because you can protect your vehicle at all costs. So literally everything is protected. Your front seat, your back seat, even the side pillars of your door. So I really like that as well.
Yeah, and just before we finish introduction,
yeah,
I think what we can show to the audience is if we could just reverse it, just
sure,
put that to there.
Yeah,
oops,
you got it.
Can you do me,
Okay,
help me to take this off? Or you can stay with me if you want.
Yeah, I'll reverse this. Okay. There we go. Okay.
And we'll turn around.
So we can turn it around.
Yeah, and can you see the white bits on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we can do is like, if we want to fix...
For more safety?
Yeah, for
yeah,
more
you
safety,
can...
we just push this down.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Oh, you did. Yeah.
There you go, so that it holds it together.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we can go ahead and strap it just like how we strapped it in the other one. There we go. So I'll show you guys the one side. And then it would be exactly the same. There you go. So that's exactly how the hammock would look as well. There you go. Very nice. Beautiful. So of course with the back seat hammock rests here, take a look on our Amazon portfolio, our Amazon storefront page, and of course take advantage of the Cyber Monday deals by using the code Dealstories. Yes, Dealstories, because you know we always got the deals around here. So this is really great. I'm probably going to take home this for sure and put it in my vehicle as well, just because it's easier to maintain. And then of course once you're done, you unstrap it, fold it all up, you can go ahead and clean it or just use it again for another time as well. So simple, so easy. You don't have to set blankets or towels down. So use our code Dealstories